Good morning, Hornet Nation, and welcome to the Daily Buzz. I'm Lynn Walsh, back again filling in for Joe Hutzler, who traveled with women's basketball to Randolph-Macon. So let's get things started with Joe's report on the road. Joe?
Thanks, Lynn. A big game for Lynchburg women's basketball tonight, but in the end, it was the fourth quarter that was the biggest issue. Coach Pyzik Smith talked to me after the game about that and other improvements that need to be made before their last game this week.
So obviously we weren't happy with our fourth and finishing, and that's something we've worked on all year, is putting 4 periods together. And, last game was the same thing. We had won the first, lost the second, won the third, lost the fourth. And so we talked about that as we went out. And, our staff has tried to make some rotations and tried to find some depth. It's a little hard down the stretch as you look for experience to kind of carry you on that, as you try to find that fight as you go in. And so we're going to have to put 4 periods together to be successful. We learn a lot as a staff this week of how we take those environments, and so we tried a couple different methods. We tried to stay calm sometimes, we tried to push sometimes on the other end. I think Macon did a great job of being physical with us. I think that got to our heads a lot, and we didn't respond very well, and it kind of broke us apart, and our unity kind of separated, and we talked about that a lot at the beginning, and my hope is that we realize what that exactly is now that it happened. I think the big things are passing it. Our defense was tremendous tonight. We held a team down from their regular scoring average and threw a couple defensive schemes at them and really played extremely hard and had 15 turnovers at halftime. Couldn't ask for much more on that end. On the other side, I really thought we beat ourselves. Credit to Macon for their pressure, but our passing and being together just didn't connect. And sometimes that's on for us and sometimes it's not. And when it's not, that's really hard on the offensive end with our system and making that sink. And so that is something that we focused on, something that we'll have to improve.
Lynchburg will have an extra day to prepare for a big game against Emory and Henry this coming Saturday, the last regular season game. Well, it is Wednesday, which means it's time for Walsh Wednesday. And this week, Lynn is taking a trip back and talking about her experience right here on the Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network.
Last fall 2016, I was in the sport management class that was affiliated with LHSN. I took that for 2 semesters, and in the spring, Joe had approached me. He knew that this was kind of a direction I wanted to take my life in after graduating Lynchburg, and he approached me and asked if I wanted to kind of start a new series where every week I'd talk about something other than sports, because LHSN is a sports network, but we want to cater to the whole campus community. So I said, sure, and then here we are. Really interested in talking to people and learning people's stories and just interacting. So if other people are passionate about things other than sports, I want to hear about that and I want to know about it. So my first one was a complete mess. The camera wasn't level, the lighting was all off, the sound didn't match up, I was sick while I was shooting it and editing it. So it just was kind of a perfect storm of things that could have gone wrong for my first time kind of trying this out. And then each week it kind of developed a little more, and there'd be things I learned each week that I could carry out, and even up to this week there's still things that I'm remembering from that first time, or even the last one from last year. It's just such a progress and such a process that I've grown from a lot, and it's been fun. I'd say anyone who wants to get involved with LHSN, you just go for it. There's always people willing to help. There's always people encouraging you. We could always use more people to help out and help bring what we're trying to do to as big of an audience as possible. I've certainly had a great time producing those segments, and I'm excited for more to come. Let's move on. It is game day at Lynchburg. Baseball opens up their season at Methodist at 4 p.m. Here in Turner Gymnasium, men's basketball faces Guilford for the second time this season. Coverage, as always, will be on LHSN starting at 7 p.m. Let's take a look at the campus events for today. It's Valentine's Day, so the Valentine's Day Fest begins at 11 on the 3rd floor of Drysdale. Take pictures, make stuffed animals, and make sure to grab some candy. It's also Ash Wednesday. There'll be a service tonight at 9 in the chapel. If you're unable to make tonight's service at 9 p.m., check out those times and places around campus where you can get your ashes. As we do every day on the Daily Buzz, we're going to let you know what day it is on the National Day calendar. And I've already mentioned it, today is Valentine's Day. So from all of us here at LHSN, we want to wish you and your loved ones a happy Valentine's Day. That's all we have here today on the Daily Buzz. I'm Lynn Walsh, and we'll see you tomorrow.